gonna see if I can take a peek in this. Old Colorado City, eventually an open bookstore. And they got a lot of books. Okay, so down this road there's like 7 guys hanging out in the alley. Just hanging out. They look like they might be strung out on drugs. Why does it say tense use crosswalk? I think somebody's messing with the sign. Tense use crosswalk. Something's up. Safe haven for newborns? When you're at the point when you put a sign up every 10 feet saying private property, no trespassing, maybe it's about time to put a fence up. Almost didn't get anything. Some lady was hanging out in the dining area talking about having to carry away 3 bags of human feces. I think I've seen enough. I think I'm out of Old Town. I'm not sticking around. I don't want to risk homeless people breaking into my car. There's too many. It's overwhelming. I'd say the 3 bags of poop have put me over the edge. I'm just gonna head north. I'm gonna skip a few libraries, go north, hope for the best. I don't know where the good neighborhoods are. Manitou Springs is a good one, but God, they don't have any electricity at the library. So as soon as I got in, there was a security guard just waiting at the door. I didn't see if he had any guns. Wasn't able to check that quick. Whoops. I've seen enough of Old City, Colorado. The library is small. There's a lot of homeless people around. There's a lot of trash and talk about human waste. There's probably a lot of descendants of old miners still down on their luck or something. They just keep breeding and putting out more future down on their luck miners around here or something. It's awful. I'm gonna skip a couple libraries, go north. Why are you flashing, camera? I don't get that. So I guess I can hold off on getting that arm for the camera and just using the rear view mirror as a prop for the Scosche cam clamp. This Scosche cam clamp is really cool. It's really neat. What a long wait. I really don't like recording the dashboard so much. But if that's what has to happen, I guess. Because I gotta keep it out of the sun. Today's not so hot, but there's other days.
In 1.5 miles, arrive at Pikes Peak Library just East Branch.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to the same library. The same library. Alright, lefting. Ooh. Alright, so now it's, okay. It says it's on the left. But it's really on the right. We won't make that mistake again. Why was that graffito tagged? A church sign? Okay, losing a little power here. Losing a little power. Losing a little voice. Dublin. So yeah, this is all familiar. Back the same way I came. 40. Yeah, I'm going 40. La Petite Academy. Ooh, yep. Okay, nice road here. Oh, hey. Bumps and bumps. Cracks and holes. Crack hole. So it's a little further than my directions even. It's a little bit further. It's so messed up. This is the actual address for the library I typed in. I'm pretty sure. I should double check. The actual address is on the left, but it's really on the right. Oh, downhill into the stoplights. How nice.
1/4 mile. Arrive at Pikes Peak Library.
Yeah, I don't need her.
On the
Nah, it's fine. We see it. In 1/4 mile. Alright, so we're here. Oh, look at that. Get a shot of the back. That's all the more it returns. Go straight back. I should be in the shot, right? Get a rear view shot. It doesn't really pull on the cord too much, so it's not too bad. Maybe I used the bat. No, I didn't even play the. This camera seems to lose battery kind of easy. Oh, it was 100% when I checked it yesterday, and then I check it this morning. It's at 83%. It's like, what the heck? Where did all that drop come from? I turned it off. When you start using it more, I guess. But it's not that big of a deal, I guess, because I'm focusing it on the in the car anyway. It's not so much for action shots anymore, which I never was using it for action shots anyway. It's just kind of for being able to place in crazy positions. That's the whole concept, is being able to put the camera in crazy positions. Okay, east, library. Oh, you know, I never really was checking my ferments. I'm smelling them, but they didn't fall. So that's good. Just take overflow, staff, perfect blend coffee. Alright, so I don't need to park where I did before. Alright, I don't know, it's probably all librarians right there. Yeah, there's somebody else. No, it's the same person. Alright, I'll bump up against this sidewalk. Do I have enough inertia? No, yes, sort of. No, I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out. I'm here though. That's close. That's good. Whatever. That's good. Okay, stop. Right now it looks like I got a choice between the smaller sieve or this big sieve for filtering out me coffee. I love it when things fall all over. I have no place to put them that's stable. For me coffee, because I put some mint and catnip in there. Filter it out. I probably shouldn't pour like this. Actually, the cone would probably be more effective to squeeze down the rest of the juice in these leaves. Man, if I can only keep it clean. Yeah, it definitely works better to squeeze it out. Before I'm gonna look for the library, I want to start this cabbage out early because I only got 1/4 of a tank until I can find more jars. I gotta work so frequently and often. Alright, it's time to go for another nice little walk. Trying to find the big library that looked big on the map and just, I couldn't tell. What? Oh no! Whoa! See, the address I put was on the left, and there it is. I see it now on the right. I was staring up that hill the whole time, but I guess I just couldn't make out. I wonder if neighborhoods discriminate based on retiree places. It seems to be an interesting concept. 55 and older only. That would help separate the races and classes. I mean, separating neighborhoods by age is definitely a stepping stone for whatever segregation. All right, this library is a PPLD, Pikes Peak Library District, so it's a concern about electrical outlets. Definitely have to make that a priority. No trespassing 10 to 8, so that's a concern. Alright, so the main lot is probably full. Then there's the overflow, which actually is filling at this hour. It's been open for an hour and it's all like, the main lot is full. 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Do you need fish shelf? No, we got it here. Sorry, thanks.
I'm gonna guess that there's no electricity here because these are empty. None. Worthless. Yeah, this place is pretty packed. No. Alright, I guess this might be the most ideal spot. I was able to get 2 more fermentation jars here. Start in on that. I got apples and some of that coleslaw. Something to get in them. Earlier the better. Well, I gotta admit that crushing the apples right in the jar with this stick is pretty good. I can just bypass the mortar and pestle, go straight to this. It may not be as perfect, but it's pretty darn good. Alright, so I parked here overnight, and you're not allowed to apparently, but there's all kinds of semis and stuff. And let me just say, there's some really attractive woman that lives in that van. It's so strange. Saw her walk around and come up this way. I want to go over to Come and Go and get some coffee. But yeah, this parking lot, it's like they're out of business. Great space, good rates. Real estate agents trying to sell it. Yeah, I guess this way isn't exactly a path. It might have been a tool rental center. I don't recall seeing that anywhere. Alright, I'm at a loss. I don't feel that immediate sickness having the coffee from Come and Go. So I did feel sort of sick immediately, like upon the taste of coffee from the loaf and jug. Now I wonder if it's how it's prepared. It was a machine out of Come and Go. People are going out of business. They're actually open in early in the morning to late at night, and nobody shows up. These people are going out of business. It's just only a matter of time. I've seen so many of these styles of businesses go out. I don't know what's keeping them going. Maybe there's some special events that happen every so often that spark their business. Could the coffee sit too long and that causes sickness? I just don't understand this. But I did add the dandelion, burdock, several other herbs of chicory to this coffee, but there's just something going on, probably with the process, or it could be just how I'm feeling at the time. It's like, oh wow, this really slid. Look at that skid mark, and it's pushed to here. What? Skate? Wreckmaster Skate? What? Well, they slid it a good distance. I think it's a block, parking block. I walked by this place too early because now there's like 20 cars here. They just suddenly enveloped the place. Now I'm smelling the breakfast. Okay, some kind of a group. They keep it alive. The clamp is $50 at Walmart for the GoPro with the gooseneck, the clamp together, $50. But there's just gooseneck for $20. And I'm curious if I could find a clamp I could stick one of these things on, because then that would cover the clamp part. Get a maybe better deal at Home Depot for a clamp that could accept these. I'm just curious. If I had proper tools, I could make a real professional work of it by putting 2 screw holes in here and then screwing them to a clamp or something. Alright, I got another flashlight for $15, 100 lumens. I really need something. As an explorer, you really need to be able to have light at all times. Also, this is odd. Stairs that connect Home Depot and Walmart? Businesses that get along with each other enough like this? Yeah, that stands out. I had this old couple pull up to me and ask me how to get to Highway 24. Ultimately, they were trying to get to the Pikes Peak, which is up there. And they didn't have an address, and they have a GPS. I'm like, okay, try typing in Manitou Springs, and that'll be a good destination. I told them that's not where the entrance is, it's in Ute Pass. That's where the entrance is. I didn't look into it very closely because I'm sure it's like $30. Solid waste like this, sitting in this tree in this parking lot, that's really going to increase enforcement. It's kind of bad. Crazy to me that somebody would leave a bag of poop hanging on that bush. There's a 24-hour Walmart within short walking distance of here. Alright, so I got this new flashlight, and I figure maybe I'll just, for now, I'll keep it in this thing, which I bought a long time ago. I used to have a clip which I broke off, and I guess I'll keep it with a voice recorder maybe, just because it's convenient. It fits. Whoa, I was gonna get to that point. Fits in there pretty good, both of them. You know, something to do. But the problem is, what I'm bringing up on this video is that it likes to slide, which it did already. Yeah, it slides out. So what I want to do is use the Speedy Stitcher and get some thread on the ends here and just block all that up on both sides, so it can't flip out on the bottom, because I think I prefer it on the bottom. Keep the voice recorder on the top in case, you know, for immediate access. I could put the flashlight on the top, which then I would solve that problem, but I think, what the heck, I'll just sew the bottom just in case I change my mind. And yeah. Alright, just sort of starting out here. Okay, you can see all I'll do is cross back and forth between the ends. It probably won't look very pretty, and I don't need a lot of thread. So that's through, yeah, and I'll go through both sides. That will take up a lot of thread though, crossing back and forth. So actually, I don't think I need a lot of thread, but that's bad anticipation. Yeah, actually I could just sew. Okay, sew on kind of a diagonal pattern, just back and forth, cover that up. They probably cut costs by, whoa, it doesn't, see, it starts to tighten. That's an issue with sewing. You start to tighten it, and I think I'd like to keep that space. So you really got to work it. Possibly have something in there to serve as a barrier so it can't tighten up. It's still tighten up in the end. We'll see. Alright, so I did end up tightening the ends. It should be fine still. Okay, so it was a little too tight. This was just fitting. What I'm going to need to do is keep this flashlight end in here, and then that'll create a barrier so I don't tighten it up too much. I don't want this thing, I don't want it to be too hard to have to stuff in here. Alright, it's time to ice the milk again. It's getting a little warm. Waters it down a little bit, but that's okay. It's got to keep it cool, And I did not refill. I was supposed to. And I just don't think about it in the morning as much as I should. When it's cool in the morning, I'll start thinking about how I need ice by the afternoon. Alright, so I recorded this a little bit, but I didn't know it had this extra feature. From Vantage Deluxe World Travel. A homeless person abandoned this in a park in old Colorado Springs. It kind of has a bad smell, but I think that'll work its way out. This is a bag that packs itself. There's this crazy zipper they put, and look at this. It's just this, but there's a huge bag inside. But it's all a part of the bag. It's not a separate bag that you throw the bag in. This is all a part of the bag. This huge crazy zipper, there we go. Then you unfold it and you got this huge duffel bag, which actually I think the homeless person took the strap. That's about the only thing they found useful, maybe. And oh yeah, it's got a bit of a smell. There were some condiments in there, but I mean it's not the type of fabric that holds a bad smell for very long. But it packs itself. Not something that's sold at stores, that's for sure. Alright, now I see why it's useless. It's because there was a zipper here in the back that is no longer, somebody just ripped it off. So it's this huge pocket that you can't close now. That's about it. Actually, two pockets. You can't even close the inner pockets because there's no zipper either. Now, who would rip off both the zippers? Jeez, the line looks fine, but the zippers are just non-existent. That's kind of useless. Alright, so about the only thing I would take from this, I would cut off these two packs. They zipper up. It's a little tricky, but all I need to do is follow this thread line all around, and then I'd cut the zipper off. I'd have to cut the zipper off separately, and then I would have two separate packs. The rest could be scrap, maybe repair some. That's what I like this fabric, because it could be used as repair to patch something. Maybe this strap is good. Just got to break the thread in the center and you got a little bit of a strap. Alright, so having removed this pouch, I could sew the back and reinforce the corners. It's held by that thread. It looks like it could fall apart. This is for promotion more than utility, I think. Something that people can. It's maybe an art piece or something. It's not very practical. Well, these pouches are kind of practical by themselves with a good zipper.